Hey guys, it's Percolating, and today we are back with another Real Talk. And I'm really excited about this one, but just before we get too deep into this, let me let you guys know that there's going to be details about a giveaway at the end of this video, so be sure to stick around, or skip to this time and go check out the details about it. Cool? Cool. Now, today's topic is one that I wanted to do to be a little more lighthearted, because I feel like I've been really, like, in on myself for the past couple, and I want to switch off and talk about something a little bit lighter on a real talk, just because I haven't done that in a bit. So today we're going to talk about what makes a gamer, because it's interesting that people throw that word around a lot. I'm a gamer. I'm a gamer. This person, they spend all their time playing games. They're a gamer, obviously. And it's such an odd niche word, but at the same time, it holds different meanings depending on where you put it. And I just think that it's an interesting one just to kind of talk about and have an interesting, fun, light discussion about. So, um, first off, I feel like there's another word that does something similar. The word geek or nerd. Those also hold those same similar connotations in the sense that, hey, you're a geek. It's like, well, is it just because I like this one thing? Because technically speaking, you could also be a football geek. To be a geek is just to be really entranced by one thing and know a lot about this whatever thing it is. And honestly, you can be a football geek, a basketball geek, sometimes you could just be an anime geek or any other sort of geek. It's a thing that you can just kind of be, and I think that it's just a word that kind of gets thrown thrown and given us like a certain connotation, but it's like honestly not that bad. Especially now, being a geek can be popular. If you like all the Marvel movies, if you've seen them all, people are gonna think that you're a geek. But at the same time, are you really, or do you just like action films? Like that, like what really makes that what really makes that a thing? You know what I'm saying? But if we're being completely honest, to be a geek isn't a bad thing, but at the same time, it's given a bad rep, and I can't really understand why, but it is. Um, we could go back and play the history of it, but that's not what the main topic of this video is. So I'm gonna come back around to talking about gamers. So to be a gamer is to play games. That's literally what it would be translating to if you were to take it apart. I was like, what is a gamer? Someone who plays games. But then comes the question of, well, what makes me a gamer versus the person who plays Animal Crossing constantly a gamer, or is playing on their phone, like playing games on their phone. Are they a gamer? Does that make, or are they just someone who plays like, it's interesting that we give cards to some people to be gamers, but not to others. I have a lot of people that I know who play video games, and we all love video games. We know all the majors, the Marios, the Final Fantasies. We know about them all, but then we don't play the same games ever. One of my coworkers has the new Switch, and he's been talking about how he's been playing through Mario Odyssey and how he's playing through all the classic Capcom games that have been ported over, and all these other games. It's just like, wow, that sounds like a lot of fun, but I'm never gonna play most of those. Hopefully, I'll be able to play Odyssey soon, but that's just a wish and a half right now. But just in general, they play different games than I know someone else who loves to play horror and action and plays on their PS4, and they love to play those, and they love to play their games, and they are a gamer. They know about all the main games as well, but they do not play the same types of games I do. I love playing Overwatch. That is probably one of the biggest title names that you will see me playing constantly, besides Minecraft and on occasion Rocket League. Uh, but like for the most part, I don't play a lot of big named games. Like a lot of the games that I like playing are like indie titles and PC only games that came out on Steam and are like 10, $20. You're not going to find those on the PS4. So when I talk about them, they're just kind of like, "What the fuck are you playing?" And it made me realize like a lot of times they'll be like, "Is this guy really a gamer? He doesn't seem to be playing anything." But I play games nonstop. Very much nonstop. I'm constantly playing games. It is a release for me, so I play a lot of games. It's just true. I am at my core a gamer. I spend my time playing games. Um, but not the same game someone else might. So therein lies the big question of of what makes someone a gamer. If someone spends all their time playing on their 3DS while someone else is playing on their phone and playing mobile games on their phone versus I'm playing on my PC and someone else is playing on their PS4, are they all gamers? And it's odd because we give and take that title very liberally. I've had a lot of people. I know a lot of people who be like, who will say I don't really play games. But then if you happen to borrow their phone and look through their look through their apps, they've got Candy Crush, they've got Pokemon Go, a bunch of just like games on their phones. It's like I don't play games, but they've got hours and hours in those games that they play on their phone. Does that make them a gamer? Like they spend a lot of time obviously on the phone playing games. So does that mean that they are gaming? Does that mean that they are gamers? They may not give themselves that title, but would we technically want to give them that title? Like it's a bit of a gray area. And even though they may spend their time playing games on the toilet, I might be sitting at home like playing lines on my PC. I'm still gaming different games, but still gaming. What makes the difference? Like I'm asking this question really because I'm not very sure in and of myself. I'm not sure, and I would love to hear what you guys think about this. But I just think it's very interesting because like I said, I have a friend at work who I talk to, and he's a pretty cool he's really cool. And when we talk, we can talk games, but we talk over each other's heads about games. He really likes The Evil Within. He looks forward to his AAA releases, the Call of Duties, the Battlefields, the big names, the horror adventures. He really likes his Resident Evils, and that's great. And I can tell how excited he gets about his games. And I know about most of these games just because I try to keep up with gaming news, but I don't play these games, and I don't look forward to playing those games. But if we switch the roles and I talk about the games that I'm playing, he does the exact same thing. It completely misses him because he's like, "What the hell are you playing?" And it's also the what have you played that also gets kind of thrown around. Like, oh, have you ever played Legend of Zelda? I have never played a Legend of Zelda game, and I stand by my statements. The way I play games is very different than other people, the way a lot of people play games. It's cool. I mean, I'm not the only one who does it, but I like to skip around when I play games. I don't sit at a single game to finish it. I play it to have my fun, and after a while, I move on. My favorite types of games are games that I can plop down into, play for a bit, have my fun immediately off the bat, and then continue on to the next game. That's my favorite type of game. It's why I really like Overwatch, because it brought back that feeling of I can just jump into the game and immediately have the knowledge of how to play. I immediately know what I'm doing, what I'm getting into, and I can play it, have fun, and then continue on the rest of my day. Obviously, there's more to it than just that made Overwatch one of my favorite games of all time, but, just like in general, that's the appeal. When I play games, I play to jump in, have a fun time, and then jump out and continue about the rest of my day. I usually don't play for full story. The first time I ever completed a full story game was when I played Saints Row 3. And it was because it was so nonsensically fun that I ended up accidentally completing the story. And after a while, I more or less went to try to 100% it, and didn't even do that because after a while I got bored and went and continued to play something else. But I can still go back and pick up that game any day, and it will still be just as fun as the first time I ever picked it up, because it's just nonsensical fun. I mean, there's not many games you can just run around and hit people in the face with a 4-foot long purple dildo, so I fucking love games that are just that ridiculous. If you can just drop me into a game and immediately give me all the fun stuff and say, hey, go have a good time, I love it. GTA took a bit too long to get to that, which is why I would probably play a Saints Row game for fun over just getting into Grand Theft Auto, except for going online, because it's a little bit different. But that's how I play my games. He likes to play his games for story and completion. And then I've got another coworker who likes to play for that 100% leveling. He's in the middle of trying to get all 800 and something moons in Mario. He's currently at 300 and he is grinding his way to find all of them. And it's great to hear his adventures. I love to hear all the stories of his gaming experiences versus my friend who likes the Evil Within's gaming experiences versus the one who plays on their phone. They might be playing Farmville, but they still have those same experiences that are very unique to them that makes it awesome. I've had people excitedly tell me about a Candy Crush game that they almost beat it. They were so close to beating it, but they messed up one move and they had to use their power up to get through it or something like that. And they have just as much fun playing Candy Crush as I do playing Overwatch. So if we come back to that original question, at what point do they become a gamer? Some people don't want to hold the title, and that's totally fine. I can understand. Because gamers are given a very bad rep when it comes to just being lazy or whatever. They like that. It's given a bad light to be considered a gamer. But in all honesty, it's like we're pretty much just like everyone else. We just like playing games instead of watching football. It's just our cup of tea instead. But other people also have their own escapes, whether it be watching TV, whether it be watching football, playing football, or doing anything else. It's what they do. But how we label them might be slightly different. Like, we might call someone a bookworm because they're sitting down reading tons and tons of books. Well, that's cool. But if I read one book, but I read that one book intensely, am I then a bookworm? What makes someone become a gamer? I go back to that original question because it is the basis of this entire thought process. Some people play AAA titles exclusively. Some people play only indie games. Some people play only on their phone. Some people play only on their mobile 3DS or Switch or whatever it might be. Some people only play console. Some people play PC. Some people play it all. Which ones are gamers and which ones aren't? It's just that question. If someone only plays one style of game and one style of game only, are they a gamer? Or if someone plays all sorts of games, but none in specific and none to completion, are they a gamer? Like, it's just an interesting question, and it's not one I have an answer to. I don't expect to actually answer this question in this video at all, but I think that it's worth talking about just to kind of figure it out. I think it's a fun discussion. So you guys let me know what you think about this down in the comments down below. Let me know, what do you think? What makes someone a gamer? Is it that they play games in general? If they play one game, if they play all games, they have to play multiple games, or do they have to have an appreciation and be in a certain elite of knowing certain game characters, certain game endings and whatnot? Like, what makes someone really a gamer in your eyes? I'd just love to know. You guys let me know down in the comments. Before I go, I want to tell you guys that I am doing a giveaway. I'm going to be giving away 4 games, 2 of which are 2 copies of Overwatch for PC, and then 2 random other games that I also happen to have codes for, and I would love to give away. So if you guys are interested in trying to enter that, down in the description there is a link to the giveaway, and you guys can go check that out. All you got to do is follow me on Twitch. It's the only mandatory thing, but there's other ways to get other entries. You can win up to 2 times. You can win a copy of Overwatch as well as one of the other games. And again, they're all PC games. So if you don't have a PC, sorry. But if you do have a PC, be sure that you enter. You can get free games. Who doesn't like free games? It's the holiday season. I wanted to give back to you guys. And the end date will be posted on the screen because I don't remember it off the top of my head because I'm really good at this. And yeah, I'm really excited to give away some games for you guys. They'll probably be given away on my live stream. So be sure that if you are following me on Twitch, you actually are coming into the different streams so that you can hear more about the giveaway and such. So with all that being said, guys, this has been Percolating. It's been real. It's been fun. It's been real fun. And I'd love to hear what you guys think down in the comments down below.